Listen, if you've ever struggled to see clearly in dim light, maybe while driving at dusk or reading under a lamp, what I'm about to tell you could literally save your sight. As a vision doctor, I've seen hundreds of patients come in saying, "Oh, it's just my age," only to discover it wasn't age at all, it was glaucoma, and by then, the damage was permanent. Here's what shocks me the most. Glaucoma often gives you early warnings, but they're so subtle that most people, even smart health-conscious folks, completely ignore them. And once your optic nerve is damaged, there's no turning back. So in this video, we're going to talk about that one early sign that almost everyone overlooks. The one that could quietly be stealing your peripheral vision without you realizing it. If you're over 60, or love someone who is, this might be the most important few minutes you'll spend today. Because your eyes aren't just how you see the world, they're how you stay independent, confident, and safe. Are you ready to find out what your eyes might be trying to tell you, before it's too late? Topic 1. What is glaucoma and why it matters? Glaucoma. The word sounds serious, yet few truly understand it. Imagine your eye as a small self-regulating world where light, pressure, and fluid work in balance. A clear fluid constantly flows in and drains out, like water in a fountain. When that drainage slows, pressure builds and quietly presses on the optic nerve, the cable that sends images to your brain. Over time, that pressure damages fragile nerve fibers and slowly steals vision. Glaucoma isn't a single disease but a family of conditions that share one thing: optic nerve damage that develops silently. There's no pain, redness, or early warning, which is why it's called the silent thief of sight. Many people notice a faint blur at the edge of their vision and assume it's fatigue or dirty glasses, when it's actually a sign their eye is under stress. Think of the optic nerve as thousands of fine wires carrying visual signals. Once some of those wires die, the picture becomes incomplete, and unlike a broken cable, they can't be replaced. When sight is lost, it's permanent. Glaucoma is the second leading cause of blindness worldwide, yet most people don't realize they have it until serious damage has occurred. Early signs are often mistaken for normal aging: "My night vision's weaker," or "I just need more light." But aging doesn't cause blindness, undetected glaucoma does. So if dim rooms feel harder to see in or your low-light vision isn't what it used to be, don't ignore it. Your eyes may be quietly asking for help. With glaucoma, the real danger isn't what you feel, it's what you don't. Topic 2. Why older adults are at higher risk. After 60, your eyes have witnessed a lifetime of mornings, drives, and late-night reading. But this is also when glaucoma often begins its quiet approach. The risk doesn't just rise a little, it steadily climbs, usually unnoticed until vision starts to fade. As we age, the eye's drainage system, the fine meshwork that releases fluid, gradually stiffens, like aging plumbing. When that flow slows, pressure builds, straining the optic nerve. You won't feel it, but it slowly narrows your peripheral vision and dims the edges of your world. Other health conditions common after 60, diabetes, high blood pressure, and poor circulation, add to the risk by reducing blood flow to the optic nerve. Decades of sun exposure, medications, or skipped eye exams can make the problem worse. Nearly half of people with glaucoma don't know they have it, assuming their eyesight is fine while silent damage continues. That's why routine glaucoma screening is essential. It's the only way to catch the disease before blindness begins. Many older adults blame early signs on age: "My night vision's not as good," or "I just need brighter light." But sometimes that's your eyes whispering that something's wrong. Don't wait until the whisper turns into a shout. Age doesn't cause glaucoma, but it opens the door for it. So if you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, don't mistake seeing fine for seeing safe. You might already be looking through a shrinking window, and the next sign of trouble is one most people never see coming. Topic 3. The shocking early sign many ignore. Picture this: it's evening, the lights are low, and you're trying to read the numbers on the TV remote. You blink, adjust the lamp, maybe rub your eyes, but things still look dim. You think you're just tired, yet that quiet struggle to see in low light could be one of the first signs of glaucoma slipping in unnoticed. In its most common form, primary open-angle glaucoma, there's no pain or redness, just a slow fading of peripheral vision. One day you realize parts of your view have vanished. That's what surprises even experienced doctors. Most patients notice only after serious optic nerve damage has occurred, and by then, what's lost is permanent. Your body does send clues, but they're easy to ignore, bumping into objects on one side, needing more light to read, or feeling uneasy driving at dusk. Maybe headlights seem harsher or signs blur at the edges. These everyday frustrations are where glaucoma hides, quietly dimming your world. Because it's painless, most people dismiss it, and that's the danger. Once those nerve fibers die, they're gone for good. That's why regular glaucoma screenings matter, even if your vision feels fine. Think of it like watching a movie while someone slowly lowers the brightness. You don't notice right away, but soon the image fades. That's how glaucoma steals sight, silently, gradually. So if you've been saying, "I just don't see as well in dim light anymore," don't ignore it. Your eyes might be warning you. Catching glaucoma early doesn't just save your sight, it protects your independence and the vividness of everyday life. Topic 4. Other early red flag signs to watch. Glaucoma doesn't stop with one sign. It leaves a trail of quiet hints. One common clue is seeing halos, glowing rings around headlights or streetlights. They might look harmless, but they can signal rising eye pressure, especially in angle closure glaucoma, which can also cause nausea, pain, or blurred vision and needs urgent care. Other signs are gentler. Maybe you've noticed faint shadows or missing spots in your peripheral vision, like the corners of a photo slowly fading. That's open-angle glaucoma quietly erasing pieces of your sight. You might also struggle when moving from bright light into darkness, taking longer to adjust or noticing thicker shadows. It's easy to blame on aging, but that lag can mean your optic nerve is under stress. Some people feel a mild pressure behind their eyes, not painful, just off. Others feel nothing at all. That's why screening is crucial. Glaucoma whispers before it ever shouts. And remember, no symptoms doesn't mean safety. Many live with glaucoma for years thinking their vision is normal for their age. But normal doesn't always mean healthy. Every subtle change, glare, dimming, slower focus, could be your body's quiet signal to act early. So next time you step outside at dusk, pay attention. Do halos seem brighter? Do shadows feel heavier? Those tiny details could be your eyes asking for help. Topic 5. Risk factors you may already have. Many people think glaucoma appears out of nowhere, but it usually builds quietly where other health issues already exist. If you've ever said, "I see fine, I'm not worried," you might already have one or more risk factors without realizing it. The first is age. After 60, the eye's drainage channels stiffen and the optic nerve becomes less resilient. It's not punishment for aging, it's simply biology. Family history is another strong clue. If a parent or sibling has glaucoma, your risk rises sharply. Genetics don't decide your fate, but they make regular screenings essential. Health conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and poor circulation also raise the odds by limiting blood flow to the optic nerve, the same way a weak current dims a lamp. Managing these through medication, diet, and exercise protects both heart and eyes. Ethnicity matters too. People of African or Hispanic descent are more prone to open-angle glaucoma, while those of Asian descent face higher risk of angle closure forms. You can't change your ancestry, but you can stay proactive about your eye health after 60. Other contributors include nearsightedness, farsightedness, past eye injuries, and even poor sleep quality. Studies show that snoring or irregular sleep may slightly increase risk. If any of this sounds familiar, don't panic. It doesn't mean vision loss is inevitable. It simply means awareness and early testing can protect your sight. A quick, painless exam can reveal issues long before symptoms appear. Now that you know the main risk factors, let's see what actually happens during a glaucoma screening and how your doctor detects this silent threat before it steals your vision. Topic 6. How it's detected. What your eye doctor looks for. Let's clear up the mystery of what actually happens when your eye doctor checks for glaucoma. For many people, the bright lights, odd machines, and that little puff of air can seem confusing, but every test has one purpose: to protect your sight before damage begins. Think of your doctor as a detective looking for clues. The first test, tonometry, measures eye pressure. That quick puff or gentle tap with a blue light isn't random. It helps reveal whether pressure inside the eye is rising. But it's only one clue. Not everyone with high pressure has glaucoma, and not everyone with normal pressure is safe. Next comes the optic nerve exam. The doctor looks closely at the back of your eye, checking the optic nerve for signs of stress, thinning, cupping, or discoloration. Many use advanced imaging called OCT, a kind of high-resolution scan that maps the nerve fibers in detail. It's quick, painless, and incredibly precise, like an MRI for your eyes. Then there's the visual field test. You'll look into a dome and press a button when you see small lights appear. It may feel simple, but it's powerful. It detects missing spots in your peripheral vision, often long before you notice them in daily life. Some doctors also use gonioscopy, a short test with a mirrored lens that shows whether the eye's drainage angle is open or blocked. It helps spot the more dangerous angle closure type of glaucoma, which can raise pressure suddenly. None of these tests hurt, and most take only a few minutes, yet they can save your sight. Still, many people skip them because they think, "I see fine." But glaucoma screening isn't about how well you see today, it's about keeping you seeing tomorrow. So at your next exam, speak up. Ask how your optic nerve looks, or what your latest pressure reading is. When you take an active role, your doctor knows you're serious about protecting your eye health after 60, and that attention can make all the difference. Topic 7. What happens if you ignore it? Here's the reality many people discover too late: ignoring glaucoma doesn't make it go away. It simply gives it time to quietly erase your vision. Imagine a slow leak in a tire. Everything seems fine at first, but mile by mile, the pressure drops until one day you're stranded. That's how untreated eye pressure damages the optic nerve. When those delicate fibers begin to die, your peripheral vision fades bit by bit. Maybe you start missing steps, bumping into furniture, or noticing less on one side while driving. It's gradual, painless, and by the time you realize something's wrong, the damage is often permanent. There's no procedure or pill that can revive lost nerve fibers. The blur slowly moves inward, making even reading or recognizing faces difficult. Many patients say afterward, "I wish I'd gone sooner." And the loss affects more than sight. It changes confidence, mobility, and emotional well-being. Everyday tasks like pouring coffee or walking through the living room become risky. Research shows that people with advanced glaucoma face higher rates of anxiety and depression, often because they fear falling or losing independence. Yet almost all of this can be avoided. Routine glaucoma screening and early treatment, eye drops, lasers, or surgery, can stop progression and protect what's left. Acting early truly matters. So if you've been telling yourself, "My eyes feel fine, I'll go next year," remember that glaucoma moves quietly but relentlessly. The longer it goes unchecked, the smaller your world becomes. The good news is, there are concrete steps you can take today to keep your vision strong. Topic 8. What you can do right now. You're not powerless. Glaucoma may be silent, but you can outsmart it. The key is awareness followed by action. Start with a comprehensive eye exam, not a quick vision check at the pharmacy, but a full evaluation with an optometrist or ophthalmologist. Ask for glaucoma screening that includes pressure testing, optic nerve evaluation, and a visual field test. If you're over 60 and it's been a year or more since your last visit, book it now. Next, stay alert to small changes in your vision. Struggling in dim light or needing to turn your head more often to see objects on the side could be early warnings. Keep a brief note of anything unusual and share it at your next appointment. Support your eyes from the inside out. Manage blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol, because healthy circulation protects the optic nerve. Add leafy greens, citrus, salmon, and nuts rich in omega-3s to your diet. Even a daily walk can help stabilize eye pressure and improve overall wellness. Be mindful of habits that raise pressure, avoid long head-down yoga poses, take breaks from screens, and don't sleep face down for hours. And don't underestimate the power of good sleep. Your eyes repair themselves at night, so keep a steady routine and give them time to rest. If you already have glaucoma, consistency is everything. Use your prescribed drops exactly as directed. Many people stop because they feel fine, but the disease stays active even without symptoms. Skipping treatment is like leaving the door open for damage to return. Finally, keep your follow-up appointments. When your doctor says, "See me in 6 months," put it on your calendar and stick to it. Regular check-ins are how sight is saved. Your eyes have witnessed decades of life and memories. They deserve care, not neglect. Protect them now, and they'll keep showing you the world clearly for years to come. Now that you know how silent and serious glaucoma can be, the real question is what you'll do next. Will you wait until the world around you starts to dim, or will you take action today to protect your vision and independence? Early signs of glaucoma can't be ignored. A quick screening could be the difference between lifelong clarity and irreversible loss. Take a few minutes this week, book that appointment, ask questions, and give your eyes the care they've earned after years of loyal service. Preventing blindness begins with awareness, and you already have that now. If this video helped you understand your eye health better, give it a like. It helps more people discover information that could save their sight. And be sure to subscribe so you never miss new videos on keeping your eye health after 60 strong and vibrant. Finally, if you're ready to take the next step, watch the video on screen now. It covers simple daily habits to keep your eyes sharp, your mind clear, and your body thriving. Until next time, take care of your eyes, and they'll take care of you.